Welcome back, everybody. This is Political Hot Seat, live call-in show at 727-8750. I know you're out there because everybody's going to ask me questions why I didn't ask this or that. It's not my job to ask those questions. It's up to you to call in and ask them live. I am here with the candidate for the 5th District Commissioner, and he's an independent, Mr. Rick Osborne. And Mr. Osborne, you were talking about your qualifications for the position.
We were indeed, and I'll try and finish that up so I don't put you to sleep here, but I do have a couple certifications that I'm proud of. One is I'm a credentialed manager through the International City and County Managers Association, which was an organization I belonged to that actually Nye County actually advertised through them when I saw the job opening in 2008. And the other is a certified municipal finance administrator, which is through the Treasurers Association of the United States and Canada. And I held that credential from, well, up until 2010. After I was already out here doing the job of the county manager, I didn't really need to keep up with the CEUs that were necessary for the CMFA. I was more concerned about keeping up with the credentials, CEUs for the credentials for the credentialed manager position. So that's why that lapsed. I let it lapse. But nonetheless, I did the training and had that. One of the things that I may have not mentioned before was that while treasurer, I was responsible, I said for the income tax, but I managed a $30 million portfolio for the city of Talmadge, and I made sure that the investments kept going up and not down and that kind of thing. So I've got experience not only managing portfolios, but as director of administration for the city, which I suggested to you that was very similar to a city manager position. I was responsible for budget development for the city. So I put together budgets and as far as capital budgets and operating budgets, I was responsible in that capacity for human resources and was the chief negotiator for all of the labor contracts. We had 5 of them in Talmadge, dealing with Teamsters and police and fire, the whole gamut. And I was the lead negotiator on negotiating the labor contracts for the city with the different unions. So again, I had a lot of experience, and I can touch on some of the things that I would like to work towards out here if elected. I want to fight for the protection of our water resources. I know that is a key issue here, has been for some time. I think since I got off the plane out here, that's been one of the issues. And I don't believe that government has the right to shut off anybody's well. I know I've heard a lot of people talk about that. I will fight to protect that, to apply smart growth principles to our economic growth. And when we were off the air a minute ago, we were sharing some comments, and I was talking about some of the things I believed in economic development. Well, smart growth principles are trying to apply a little logic in the economic growth that you're trying to attract to a community, so that you're not trying to put a square peg in a round hole. In a nutshell, that's what it amounts to. But I also talked to you about in economic development, one of the things that we did was to try and encourage businesses to locate here. But I said where I see economic development efforts failing is they don't tend to the businesses that already are here. And what I tried to do when I was county manager, we implemented a review process where we would go out in the field to the various businesses and just ask them a couple simple questions. Are we doing things that are complicating your life as a business owner? And if we are, what are they so we can stop them? And are there things that we can do to help you? And if there are, what are they so that we can try and do that where possible? Just a couple simple things, but you're going to send a good message to the businesses that are here that you care about trying to help them grow, and B, you're trying to find out if there are things that is causing constipation for them. We want to know what that is so that we can stop it or do away with it somehow.
Well, that's always good to work with. The small businesses, that's the livelihood of the United States,
Yeah,
really.
absolutely.
And by you operating three of them, you have experience in that. You also have experience in the budgeting in that, and I believe that you do have the background for everything,
No, there's no question. I'm well qualified for this position, and I bring a lot to the table that I think will help us move forward in the county and here in Pahrump particularly. This is where I live. I mean, I live in the county, but I live here in Pahrump too.
Right. But you will be a county commissioner.
I will.
But you're in District 5 over on Kellogg. There is a park that's been over there ever since 1970 something. That's never been developed.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
Are you referring to the fairgrounds?
No, over on Kellogg
Okay.
and by Squaw Valley.
All right.
There's a fire station there. And that area around it, that I believe it's 40 or 80 acres around it, is designated by the state. They call it a park. It's never been developed. I mean, and I don't have any children left around anyway. But the thing is, I never understand when I go out here, the commissioners are voting on starting a new park here, a new park there. That park's never been developed, but it is.
Was it possibly the responsibility of a developer to put in? Because I know sometimes in development agreements, they'll put something like that in that is actually the responsibility of the developer.
No, this goes under the county. Maybe you get to look at it. It's right on the corner. Let's see, it's Kellogg. I think that's Squaw Valley that goes the other way. The corner there's a fire station there. And all that land around it is, according to the state of Nevada, a park. And I thought, well, someday I'm just going to go over there with a picnic table and set it up and see what anybody says.
Make it one.
Yeah,
All right, I'm not familiar with that.
But anyway, back to what we were talking about, your qualifications seem like you're well qualified for them. In fact, you're probably well qualified to run for other positions besides county commissioner.
Yeah, I am.
I believe we need somebody that is conscious of what the people are paying for and what they're getting. And I don't know, I hear rumors, and of course, Pahrump and Nye County's full of rumors, but about money being moved from here to there and somewhere else and that. And I guess you would probably know more about that than I would, being the county manager at one time. But anyway, I believe we need to go to a break again, and we will be right back after this break.